Now, India's Supreme Court has made a landmark ruling to decriminalise gay sex. The decision overturns a 2013 judgment to uphold a colonial-era law which classified gay sex as an unnatural offence. Well, Soraya Lenny joins us now in the studio. So talk us through why this is such an important ruling.
Well, as you touched on, this is incredibly important for one of the reasons being that this law is more than 150 years old. It dates back to the Victorian era, to colonial British times, and that's when the law was enacted that came in to criminalise homosexuality or homosexual sex, basically. And it wasn't just in India, it was in other parts of the British Empire, in other colonies as well. So it's known as Section 377, and people who were charged and convicted under this law could face life in prison. That was the maximum sentence. So it's very serious. And although it's not prosecuted very often, nonetheless, there have been hundreds of prosecutions in a population of 1.3 billion people, but certainly a huge moment for those activists who have pushed very hard to remove this law in India.
Yeah, and Soraya, why now? What triggered this change at the Supreme Court now?
There has been significant movement within the activist population for many years, saying this is a very antiquated law. It's also very discriminatory, obviously. So there have been several court cases, one that was brought in Delhi as well. But then primarily what happened last year was that the Indian Supreme Court made a ruling. Basically, it upheld the constitutional right to privacy. And this privacy, key to this, was an individual freedom and the rights against discrimination based on sexual orientation, if you will. So certainly several activists launched petitions within the Supreme Court to use that as a precedent now to decriminalise sexual orientation or gay sex, as it were. But it is very important to note that even though it's decriminalised, there is no law that provides further rights for the LGBT community in India.
Okay, Soraya Lenny for now. Thank you very much indeed.
যারা এখনো পর্যন্ত আমাদের চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করেননি, রেড বাটনটি প্রেস করে সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন এবং আগামী ভিডিও পাওয়ার জন্য বেল আইকনটি একবার প্রেস করুন। থ্যাংক ইউ।